Welcome, from me is an LG Velvet, and today I'll show you how to connect Xbox controller to the device, and also just a showcase of how it works. So, number one, well, you need a controller, and make sure you have some charged batteries in there, which I do. And also on the device, simply power on the Bluetooth, and you want to hold the toggle and go here. Now I'm gonna remove this, assuming it allows me to, without actually trying to connect to the damn thing. Apparently I can't, oh there we go, I can't go into settings once it fails. Okay, so now that we get this, what you want to do is power it on. Now it probably will connect to one of the devices that I have around here, or pop me up with this. Now when I did it the first time, it never gave me such a message, so I'm not sure if this will happen for you or not. So I'm gonna tap on cancel, and when you want to stop it, when you want to put it in pairing mode, because normally it doesn't actually try to pair like this thing is trying to right now, what you want to do is hold this button right up here, and the light will start blinking more frequently like so, and from there all you need to do is just select the available device, which would be somewhere here. Now if you don't see it right away, tap on the refresh button right here and give it a moment, and there it is. Once you tap on it, you'll see that the light becomes stable after you tap on pair, and there we go. As you can see, now it's connected. If I remember correctly, there is, you can use the controller overall in the phone itself, although it's a little bit weird when you're trying to navigate with it, but it's still possible if you want to. Now for this purpose, I'm just going to launch GeForce. Let's just start something. Now I do have one game. There we go. So let's play this. That's one of the ones that I won't need to download, so that's why I'm using it as an example. As you probably already seen, this game requires some power, but it's also a good showcase of the controller. I mean, it's basically a PC game running right now on the phone through GeForce Now, so it uses all the controller features that you would normally use on your console or on a computer. So let's give it a moment. It should launch it in a second automatically. And or is it downloading it right now? Let's quickly look at it. It says download finished, so I assume it's gonna launch in a second. Now normally it should launch it automatically once you select it from the app, so not sure what is happening right now. But if this doesn't work, you can still use the controller for some games that you normally run on your device. So things like, for instance, PUBG. Actually, I think this is the only one that doesn't work. There are certain games that will block it completely. So if some games, like I believe it's PUBG, at least at one point it didn't have it, you could go around it and try to download an emulator to basically input controls on your home, like the display, but later on they removed that too, so things like PUBG are completely out of the controller realm, while things like, for instance, Fortnite work flawlessly with it, as well they should. Now I'll quickly go to this once it actually loads, and from there, once it's finished, I'm also going to quickly show you a quick recording that I have done, just how it works like in not PUBG but Fortnite. Now it wasn't actually any game, just a quick showcase of it. So you can see I'm normally controlling it. It's also, let's make the actual sound a little bit. So you can see it's right now loading. And there we go. So you can see it's right now loaded. Now let me also maybe maxed out the brightness, but it looks like it's already maxed out. So you will see works normally as you would expect. Now, also at the moment this is maxed out, I believe, unless it changed settings. There is some stutters, that's due to the Wi-Fi connection. It's completely running off of Wi-Fi, which isn't necessarily the greatest at the moment. When I first launched it, it gave me a notification that, well, the Wi-Fi isn't too great for it, but as you can see, it's still fairly playable, I would say. So this is just in Assassin's Creed right now. So now I'm not gonna be doing much in here. I'm just gonna right now close it. As you can see, it works flawlessly here. So games that actually support controller will work perfectly. And there we go. Let's back out, and I'm gonna also quickly show what I said on the quick recording that I have made right over here. So as you can see, there is a little window recorded. I will show like right now in a way that I'm controlling this through a controller as well. As you can see, it works perfectly fine. Now, one thing that you will probably miss in things like this, comparing it to consoles, is some aim assist, which won't be present here, I believe, at all. So yeah. As you can see, it works fine. Now, I didn't want to start off the game because it would probably take as long as the GeForce Now to load it and actually find something, so I just opted not to do it and record it beforehand. But as you can see, that is how you connect your controller, and it works fine with all titles that are completely supported by it. Things that do not support it, you can try to find workaround through some, like Octopus, I think, does this, where it basically allows you to map a controller to a screen as a touch, but then there are apps that if they don't support controllers, they also sometimes try to reject those apps and won't literally allow you to use them, and if you somehow manage to, they can still also ban you for it. So keep that in mind if you're really trying to use a controller somewhere. This is mostly relevant into like multiplayer games where you're actually playing against other players. Single player games, if you don't have a controller support, you can map it out and not worry that there will be banned. I mean, it's not like you're online. But for instance, like I said before, PUBG is one of those games that will literally ban you for it. So this will end up the guide that I showed you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.